Hello everyone, welcome back to another weather forecasting video. In today's forecast, we're going to be going over a large storm system that's going to impact the United States, bringing a wider range of impacts, including severe weather and possibly a winter storm throughout the eastern half of the United States. We'll have more information on that in just a few minutes. But first off, let's go and look at the Day 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center associated with this new storm system. This is going to be a very big storm system. Yesterday, the Storm Prediction Center has put out a Day 6 outlook, and now it's a Day 5 outlook. Some areas affected are Houston, Texas, Shreveport, Little Rock, Jackson, Mississippi, and Pasadena, Texas. So this is a Day 5 risk for the potential of severe weather. This looks like it's going to be more of a Arklatex region or down in the southern United States, more of a severe weather area. We are still figuring out how north this severe weather is going to go. I do expect for this severe weather to shift a little bit east as well, and it could also shift north, but we'll have a look at the models in just a few minutes to determine that. But right now it looks like really mainly down of a regional outbreak. I wouldn't say really regional, but it's going to be a big storm system because this storm system has been showing up on the ensemble models and the normal models for a long time. And this storm system is going to be a very big one, bringing a wider range of impacts, including severe weather and the possibility of some wintry precipitation behind the storm system. And it's also going to bring in a lot of cold air from Canada. So if you live over in Little Rock or Shreveport or all the way down in western portions of Houston, Jackson, Mississippi, just anywhere around here, you guys need to be weather aware. For the 9th of December going into the 10th, this is a pretty big area of severe weather. They've actually expanded it a little bit more east, so that's why Jackson, Mississippi is now included into this severe weather risk for the 9th of December. Let's go and take a look at the models and see what they're saying for this big storm system. All right, take a look at the 500 millibar maps as we always do. Timestamps are right here. So this is Wednesday. Again, we have a high pressure system reigning over the western portions of the United States. This is going to bring some short-term relief in terms of some cooler temperatures throughout the western portions of the United States, while it's going to remain pretty cooler and dry over in the eastern portions of the United States. But that's not going to stick around for that long. As we progress into Thursday into Friday, our trough starts to come in from the western United States. Right here, our low-pressure system. This low-pressure system is going to be a beast of a storm. It's going to eject off of the Rockies, and then it's going to dig down it's going to dig down a lot into the southern portions of the United States on the Sunday into the 10th of December. It's going to eject, causing severe weather for the Arklatex region. And yes, this could easily spread northward up into portions of Tennessee or Kentucky. We still don't really know how far north it's going to spread. But as this low pressure system starts to leave our area, not really our area, just more of the southern United States as a whole, producing that severe weather risk, it's going to get very windy behind this storm system, ushering in a lot of cooler Canadian air and just cooler air in general from the back end of this storm system. So if you're getting affected, well, this storm system is going to affect basically most of the United States. If you live anywhere over in the southern United States, you guys are going to be experiencing cooler air behind this storm system after more of a 1-2 punch from this storm bringing in severe weather, possibility of some wintry mix, and then you guys are going to get some cooler weather as this trough exits the United States. Very strong jet stream, I might add, with around 100 to 110 knots of wind over in this trough associated with it on the 10th of December for the lower regions of the Mississippi and Ohio Valley. We'll be having to monitor this for any severe weather. Let's go and take a look at some other runs of the models and see what they're saying. All right, taking a look at the 850 millibar winds. This is primarily conducive for tornado development. This kind of gives us an idea where the most low-level jet will be. Again, conducive for tornado development. As we progress into Saturday, into the late evening of Saturday, kind of a broad area of some 850 millibar winds and low-level jet just in general across the southern United States. This most recent European run looks to be more of a broad area of low-level jet in terms of it being on Saturday at around 6 p.m. in the afternoon, kind of a broad area across the lower portions of the United States, while it's also on the back end of this front over in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. Kind of more of a broad area, and just in general with the low-level jet from this storm. But nonetheless, it's around 35 to around 40 knots of wind shear. We don't really need that much in terms of wind shear right now for severe thunderstorm development. So 35 to 40 knots will do the trick, but it would be nice to see some more wind shear. Again, the models are flip-flopping a lot. You have to take this into consideration. We have one model that shows just an ultra killer storm that's going to kill everyone down in the southern United States, and one that's not. We really don't know what's going to happen now. Right now, we're getting one of those models that don't really show that much. But we'll be having to monitor this, and I will keep you guys updated on this channel, and I will have to go live at some point, I'm assuming. We'll be having to see. But this is going to be a pretty impactful storm system as we progress into Sunday, into very late Sunday. Wind shear really starts to pick up over in the eastern United States with those really tightening isobars. That's going to cause nice synoptic forcing for thunderstorm development. But as we progress into Sunday, really not going to be that much severe thunderstorm development because it's going to be in the morning. And there's not going to be that much daytime heating. So there's still a lot of uncertainties, a massive chunk of uncertainties with this weather forecast. It's going to be pretty interesting. As we look at the 500 millibar height anomalies, this gives us a little bit of a better picture in terms of that storm system moving through. Right now on Thursday, massive chunk of the United States could be experiencing ridging, high pressure, very calm weather. But as we progress into Saturday, look at this big blue blob. This is going to be our storm system moving through the southern United States. Strengthening blue blob, I might add. This is going to be a very strong blue blob. Geez, how many times am I going to say blue blob in my weather forecast? Very strong blue blob across the United States, down the southern United States. Obviously, this is going to be a very impactful storm system. It's going to get a cutoff low. Very strong storm moving in the southern United States. This is going to progressively move off east, and this will be out of our hair into late portions of Sunday, into early Monday. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting storm system that's going to be moving through the United States. We'll be having to monitor this, obviously, because this is going to most likely cause severe weather. We just don't know where yet. This is a very interesting forecast, and it's actually a very hard forecast, really, right now. All right, let's go and take a look at the dew points. This is very, very important what we're looking at right now in terms of our severe weather risk and how far north it's going to go. Dew points is the moisture in the air, so basically humidity, I would say. As we progress into Saturday, early Saturday, a lot of moisture pull coming up from the Gulf of Mexico over in southern Texas, southern Louisiana, and portions of southern Arkansas. This is going to bring the potential, obviously, for some severe weather across this area. Moisture is only going to get pulled up even more over in the Arklamis region as we progress it into late Saturday, into around 6 p.m. on Saturday. Large chunk of the Gulf Coast is going to be experiencing around 60 dew points. This is very conducive for severe thunderstorm development, because if you have around 60 and above dew points, that's more than enough. Although, we are having a little bit of a question mark on how far north this is going to go. If this moisture goes, all this blue goes up a little bit more north, up into Tennessee and up into western Kentucky or southern Kentucky, we could be watching severe weather up here, up in southern Kentucky and northwestern Arkansas and up in northern Tennessee. We'll be having to monitor this, but right now, it looks like it's going to stay mostly down the southern United States. But we do have around 59 to 58 dew points, which is also conducive for thunderstorm development, including severe thunderstorms over in western Kentucky, northwestern Arkansas, and over in western and southern portions of Tennessee. We'll be having to monitor this, obviously, but we really don't know yet. It's still a little bit far out to really pinpoint areas for severe thunderstorm development. I want to go and take a look at the future radar, because this is a little caught my eye. This low pressure system is going to be a little bit interesting. Low pressure system 1,006 millibars. Very interesting low pressure system we're looking at. As we progress it into Saturday, obviously, large chunk of the United States, southern and more of eastern United States, will be experiencing storminess. Obviously, severe thunderstorms down over in the southern United States, while just general storminess up in the western portions of the United States. We'll be having to monitor this. But then some models have been showing some snow across on the back end of this big low pressure system, 994 millibars. This is only strengthening. It looks like this storm development, this storm is going to eject off of the Ohio over into the Ohio Valley instead of the Rockies. So that's going to be a little bit of a weird storm system if it ejects over in the Ohio Valley. We really don't know yet. But then back end of the storm, look at this, 986 into 982 millibars. This storm is strengthening as it goes into Sunday across the upper Ohio Valley, bringing large impacts, including very storminess across the eastern chunk of the United States over in the East Coast, while a major winter storm is going to be undergoing over in portions of Indiana, over in Chicago, over in portions of eastern Man, I can't say anything. Michigan, over in all throughout there. So it's going to be a pretty wide, big storm system, very strengthening storm system as we progress at 979 millibars. And then it's a very strong storm system, bringing a massive winter storm over into Canada. Very, very big storm that's going to be impacting the United States, bringing a wide range of impacts across the United States. So if you live anywhere over in the southern United States, you really want to be weather aware this upcoming weekend, instantly 9th and instantly 10th of December. Very, very interesting weather setup that we're dealing with. I'll be covering this. I know I will. We'll be uploading more videos very soon, and I'll be breaking you guys any new information that you guys need to know, keeping your family safe. So just stay weather aware over in the southern United States. I'll be keeping you guys aware. I'll be with you guys throughout this whole train ride, and I'll keep you guys informed. If you guys enjoyed this weather forecast, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, stay tuned for any weather information. I'll be keeping you guys updated. I cannot stress you enough. This storm system is going to be very big, and it has the potential to be very significant. So please be weather aware if you live over in the southern United States. Turn the notification bell to get updated for whenever I go live or whenever I upload it. Please be very appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next weather forecasting video.